I forgot to tell you as well from OJ with the leather gloves. The jury finished
Oh
deliberating.
yeah, yeah. What
The
was the
jury has
outcome? What's
deliberated.
the
Do you know, it
verdict?
wasn't even that bad, man. It was one of them ones where if this was OJ with the leather glove, I would have got the same. I would have been with Johnny Cochran hugging him at the end, like OJ was shaking everyone's hand, walking out the courtroom. So yeah, man, it was good, man. I was happy with the for context. If you haven't listened to OJ with the liver gloves, I think that's episode 4,
Mm,
talking about child maintenance payments. But yeah, man, got my letter through literally on the day I said I was going to get it, the 17th of April, which was
mm,
Monday.
mm.
I was happy. I was happy with it. I was
Calm,
happy.
yeah.
It could have been a lot worse. Let's put it like that. I
You can
think they've
eat
made
for
a
another year.
mistake. Yeah, but I think they made a mistake. Yeah, but I got in black and white now, so they can't really go back on that. That's me. That's me. I got my verdict, so I'm happy with that one. But talking of like marriage and this and that and
Mm,
separations and whatnot, and for anyone who doesn't know, this could be technically a trigger warning due to the context of what we're going to talk about potentially. So we're going to be talking about sexual abuse and stuff. So potentially, but
mm,
Hakimi, footballer,
mm.
married, 2 kids, currently accused of rape of a woman. I mean, that's a mad in itself. That's mad in itself, to be fair. Um, and that's not really what I want to pick up, but I think that might come out during the conversation.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. For context, isn't it?
yeah, just the context behind it. So he's married. I was reading last week, his wife's 12 years older. Not that that matters
Yeah.
or anything. I'm just saying it's a bit,
She's quite
but
a bit older. Yeah.
yeah, she doesn't look it though. She doesn't look 12 years older. But she obviously she's filing for divorce due to the fact that he's accused of what he's accused of. And then she found out that Hakimi, who's on 1 million euros a week, I think, or a month, sorry,
Mm,
might be even a
mm.
week actually. I got that right the first time. I think it might be a week. It's something along those lines.
No,
Anyway,
must be a month.
he's eating. He's eating.
Yeah.
Remember, it's PSG, man. They got
Well, is he eating? Finish what you're about to say.
okay,
Who's eating
okay.
with that
Good
money?
point. So now all his wages, everything that he owns in terms of property and other assets, are all in his mum's name. And the question I got for you
Mm,
is if and when, you know what I mean, you're in that part of your life where you wanna, you know what I mean, put the
tie
ring
them
on.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you getting a prenup?
Oh, man's
And put him on the spot, man. I told you, put you
with
on the spot for this.
with legal, because obviously if I say no, then legally I'm stuffed in it. But
You said last week, do I need a lawyer to answer this question? You
no,
might need
no,
one to answer this
no.
question.
Yeah, we back to that where's Kieren situation where um no
Really?
is no because I without going into much detail, I just believe in everything that is around me. It won't get to that. And
And not even not. I don't. When I ask you that
mm,
question, I don't mean directly your personal life. I just mean
oh, in general,
if you was maybe a Hakimi, for instance, then
yeah,
and not using his situation, but maybe you was a footballer, would you go down that route of making sure you're secured, getting a prenup or whatever? Would you do that? Not necessarily your own. I mean, I can
yeah,
answer it and say that I haven't got one on Mary. I haven't got one, but that's probably because, like, say I was a millionaire, if I won the lottery, then
mm,
I might get one. My circumstances are going to change dramatically,
yeah,
and
yeah,
or say I change jobs and the job that they're going to pay me is like 30% triple, like I mean 30 times my
mm,
wage now.
mm,
I might get one because I'm going to earn a lot more and I'm working for it now. If we build something together, totally different.
yeah, yeah,
If I'm
yeah,
kicking a football and you're just at home and looking after the kids and da 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 da, no, we need a prenup because if something happens, regardless if I'm right or wrong, I gotta
mm.
protect my mom. I gotta protect certain family members properly. I gotta protect my children. There's a lot. So
For me personally, I I don't care about money in that way that much to need to put one in. And if I was on Hakimi's money, my mindset would probably be the same. I'd say just because of how I've been brought up, but also I suppose it does depend on who I'm with. So if I'm with someone that's quite new, they full well know I've got that P, then it shouldn't be a problem to have one. I wouldn't leave somebody with nothing, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'd get in a relationship with someone like that. You can never tell. But
Mm.
if I did, and I was thinking, and I would just say, "No, this is what it is." But I always make sure that anyone I've had any affection for, unless they do me dirty, and I'd imagine in a divorce or whatever, you just use that as evidence or what have you to
Yeah, yeah.
justify. So that would be for me personally. I don't really see the need for one. If it was someone I cared about, like my child, I would tell them to do it because I can't account for their decision making. So I would get them to protect themselves regardless. So I would encourage them to do it. And I think all's is fair in it. I don't believe this thing of they've invested this amount of years in a relationship, or you know they've had X amount of children, they sacrificed their body and all of that. It's like, well, you've got to have a joint decision to to have a child, or choose that, unless that person is forcing force you to do that. It's a whole different story. But you know my thing anyway. Then what about children, all of that? And yeah, definitely you got to. Well, this. I wonder if this is coming next, but I still feel like you should provide. You should give that person enough money to provide the minimum to make sure that your children are looked after. But yeah.
But
Sorry,
she,
to answer your question, not personally in my current circumstance, or even if I suddenly came into money, I don't know if I'd be that bothered about it. I'm not that reckless with money as well. So even if I had half of the money that I had, someone took half my money, I'd be annoyed, but I make that back. Do you know what I mean?
do you know what? I can't remember if it's Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock.
It's Eddie
One of
Murphy.
them anyway. It might be
Half.
Eddie Murphy. I think so, yeah. I think it's that one, but I feel like Chris Rock has referenced something similar as well. And he says
Yeah.
something like, if you've got like 100 million and you lose half of that and you lose 50 mil, then you might still be all right because obviously you got 50 mil to live off. But if you've only got like, say,
Like 10
50
pounds.
grand and you're losing 25 of that, you're going to be, me personally, I'm pissed off because I've lost 25 grand. That, do you know what I mean? Especially if it was mine as well. Like, when I say mine, I don't mean, oh, it's mine. I don't look after no one or nothing like that. But if like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, because don't forget, like, in going back to like Hakimi's situation,
Mm.
she's obviously an actress, so she's got her own. I think her net worth, so not
Yeah.
what she's got in the bank, but her portfolio of assets is equating. It equals up to 1.3 mil. So she's not like going to go and starve. And do you know what I mean? So she's got her little thing there set up already, and he'll still have to provide for his kids regardless of the situation. And I know that this kind of caused discussion online,
Mm.
like should she be going after his money because of, even though she was going to divorce him before all of this. By the
Yeah.
way, I
Yeah. She
think
was. Yeah. She was.
so. There's that to put into it, but people are saying, "Oh, he's smart as well." It's almost like you can't defend him for not being smart. I don't want to say he's being smart, but he can't be the only person that is putting his money into someone else's account.
Well, no, I know people that have done that, and
Yeah,
it from a. I've got to remove Hakimi a bit away from it because of the allegations, because
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
obviously is going to play a bit of a role in how we all feel about it personally and subjectively, regardless of whether we believe it's true or not, because it is an allegation at this point. But yeah, like how many footballers have we read about recently that have gone bankrupt? Wes Brown, I think it's just come out the other day. Craig Bellamy.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying I like all of these guys. I'm just saying there's bury them. So that action of putting that amount of money in someone else's account that you trust, with the idea that they're not going to do anything mad with that money,
Mm.
definitely makes it. He's 24 years old. He's on, like you said, like either a million a week or a million a month. At that level, does it even really matter anyway? Like, that's a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? I know we had that conversation before, but I'm just saying, for that, anything that is getting to that astronomical figure, yeah, you could do a lot of stupid things with that at the age of 24. So who better if you trust your mum? Yeah, send them peas. And it also depends on when that happened. Was that from his entire career? Was that the plan, or is it just as at a point where he thought this
I might
relationship
lose
might go
this.
south? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's a good point. It's a good point, man. It's a good point. It just made me jog my memory back. I don't know if you've watched that football agent program on Sky. Have you seen that yet?
No, I don't think so.
So there's a young, I think he's French. I think he's like a young French kid. He's probably about 18, 19. I can't remember what club he signs for. I can't remember now. But he signs for a club anyway. And his mum's obviously a big part of his life. She's almost like, I think he's his manager or kind of like, not agent, but she's an advisor, a big piece of, So, and when he signs the deal, they show him his contracts, right? And his face lights up, man. Like, I've never seen and I was happy for him. I was happy for him. Do you know what I mean? Because hold on, Siri's trying to call someone. One sec. Someone I don't even. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Siri's doing there. Yeah, Siri's trying to call someone. But anyway, so yeah, his face lights up because they're showing the peas that he's getting every week. But the agent says to him, "You're better off setting up a separate account that you can't touch, or giving your mum the money." Because he says, when you're young, you're gonna be reckless. You're gonna think that the world is yours forever. Da 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 da. So I think if it is a thing, and again taking it away from Hakimi, but if you're a footballer, you're young. Remember, he's only 24, like you said, yeah. Like that's a young age. Imagine someone giving you that much money every month, every week. I think I would do something similar. I'd give it to someone that I had 100% trust in, because when money's involved, people turn funny, and more so in like when there's going back to the prenup question. Like some people might say to you, "Oh, if we were to divorce, I would never want any of your money. I'd never want this. Or I would never want that." But when you move on and you're divorced, and then you're with someone new. The questions that you were telling me, the answer you've given me before for the questions have changed now. Now you want half, and you want this and you want that, because you're seeing that I'm getting on with life. So I kind of see why some people get prenups, more so because people sometimes as well, it's not just about the money that you're earning. Some people are born into wealth. So if you're born into wealth, you marry someone, it doesn't work. You're taking a chunk of that wealth out of your family's heritage, like the generational wealth. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get it from like Warburtons. If I owned Warburtons, the bread, do you know what I'm saying? And then I marry someone, it doesn't work. 4 years down the line, or 4 generations, down the line, that's less money for them. The grandkids or whatever. So I get it then. But if I'm just general footballer, I suppose I'm kind of siding with you a little bit more. Like, I just think it is what it is. Like I'm a footballer, I got money, or I'm earning whatever, not just a footballer, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
if we divorce, we divorce, isn't it?
That's what I think, and it depends on the nature of your relationship. I agree with everything that you said, and first and foremost, you need to think about your future and how you see life. But yeah, I don't know. Like if you're with someone, you love them, you feel like you love them that much, and you feel like regardless whatever happens, you wouldn't want them to go without. Yeah, like it's fine. And if you're thinking, well, nah, it's my pee and whatever, I think it's just good. It's good to have that. It's good to have that discussion and just say, look, these are my values, isn't it? I think this is probably the issues of relationships anyway. Sometimes we just don't say stuff. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know, but yeah, personally, if I was making £1 million a month, yeah, I'm still good. Like the next 7 generations until the sun burns the earth is fine. So we're good. What was it, 5-year contract? Yeah, we're good, man. I'm not gonna spend it on dumb stuff. I'm not gonna just be giving it out. Build my
It'd be
house of
interesting.
gold.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to know if he's like whatever happens with his case, I don't know when his trial is or if he's been not sentenced, if he's been found guilty or he has to go to court. I don't know. Convicted, that's the one. Then I don't know. I'm assuming they would just terminate his contract as well anyway. So, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot. For me personally, he's got kids. He's going to be paying peas out anyway, regardless if it's a prenup or through like whatever the Spanish. Because I think they got married in Spain, so technically I think their kids might be Spanish, and then they're both Spanish anyway. I think, aren't they?
No, Hakimi's,
sure they're both born.
Hakimi's Moroccan, no? I think they're both. And they're both not Moroccan.
I thought I'm sure he's born in Spain. You know.
Hakimi.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't really follow.
I'm sorry, he plays for Morocco. I'm making a massive assumption. Oh no, so you're right. Yeah, no, he's born in Spain. Oh yeah, I just assumed because he does play for Morocco, the national team.
Yeah, he does.
He does. My bad. Yeah, I just assumed.
100%. He's just one of them where like he's just got like the heritage of past generations, I think, in him. But so yeah, whatever the Spanish child maintenance kind of thing is, prenuptials and divorce proceedings, all that must be different to here. So, but it's just an interesting one. But then to follow up that other question, I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think, because I was speaking to you before about the likes of Bill Gates, I think Justin Timberlake, but I'm not 100% sure. I know Jackie Chan's definitely doing it. You know, he's been eating money for how long?
Boy, listen.
Rush hours and all of them things there. Yeah. And I was reading the other day that Shanghai Noon, I forgot about it. Isn't that with Owen Wilson? Yeah. Mad film. But I was reading, I think last week, that a lot of celebrities, the ones I've named, I think 100%, but a lot of them are cutting their own children or removing their own children out their will, for the only reason that they want their children to go out there to understand how to earn their own money, build their own empires, whatever. Do you think, off the back of kind of what we were just discussing anyway, do you think that's right? Do you think it was right to kind of not be harsh to your kids, but show them that, yes, you've got this money here, but you're not going to receive that. Go and carve your own lane and do what you got to do.
You know what? It's funny, yeah, because the way that you described it there, I've completely changed my mind to what I was thinking earlier when you gave the hint of the topic. So, no, I think actually it's fine, because if you think about your obligation as a parent, it's the basic needs, isn't it? Safety, food, and shelter. So, you know, saying that just because you got bare peas, you should pass that on to your kid, that doesn't run. Because it's like saying, we know this anyway, like when you grow up, you don't have much. Your parents can still provide you with the basics and you can still do something. So I don't think it's wrong to do it. Would I do it is a different question.
Would you do it?
Would I do it? No, because... No, I caveat that they're moving mad. Like if they've got some mad, I don't know, like dealing drugs or something. You know something mad. You're thinking I can't then give you money because this is a bit weird. But no, otherwise, what am I doing with the money? Like it's like all these people. Like you see the Queen, she buried with all her stolen jewels and stuff, and it's why have you gone through all of that to go and die with your money or give it to some cat's home or something stupid like? Yeah, just give it. Just give it to them. Like it's fine. But you really want them to go through them bad struggles.
That's what
eating like corned beef and spaghetti hoops for dinner. And no disrespect, like it was where it was, but no, like I wouldn't. Yeah, like I'm not. If I don't need to do that, I'm not making people do that just to make them have the value of life. I can do that in lots of ways. So I wouldn't do that, but I don't agree with people that. I don't disagree with people who also do that as well. It's fine. They want to.
Yeah, it's a bit mad because literally just reading so Jackie Chan's net worth is 400 million. 400 million. Are you really telling me that? I don't know how many kids he's got, but let's just for the argument say he's got 3 kids. You're not going to leave him anything. Net worth 400 mil. That's properties, cars, business, production companies, money in the bank. You're not going to leave them $1. I could never. Do you know what? I think maybe I'm speaking from my perspective, but I work hard to try and give my kids what I can while I'm here. and I want to make sure that when I'm not here, they don't have to work as hard as I am to try and give what I'm trying to give to them now.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
that's
saying?
it. Yeah, that's it.
So,
Yeah.
right, that's mad.
I think it's different though for us because if you, like, just looking at a Senate and our demographic, like we ain't come from wealth, and it ain't
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
to then acquire that anyway. So I think it's a little different, but yeah, it's the same. It's the same way I was talking to someone else that is helped me with a lot of things financially, and yeah, they were just having that conversation with me about life insurance, and was saying that one of the biggest contributors to wealth is life insurance. Just making sure you put aside them P's for I think we had that discussion as well, but just putting aside them P's for people that you're leaving behind, isn't it? So you can just leave them something. So yeah, I just can't be on this planet making all that money and it'd be like, well,
What, for it to
just
go back to the
yeah,
government?
yeah, exactly. When you ain't left it in your will and it's going to all these other places, and it's like, no, like and I don't, when I have kids, I don't own my kids, so it's not for me to even tell them what to do with that. I can just say, here's the P's and whatever, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go and make your own decisions, innit? Like, let's hope the parenting worked.